Okay, assalamualaikum everyone. Welcome to my latest podcast. I'm really excited for this one guest of mine today. We only just met last week. Betul.
Is it on 26th February, if I'm not mistaken?
Was it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, we met at the domestic violence event in Radisson. She was very quiet. I didn't know what she was doing here. I was thinking, berapa ka nomor anak ni, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, you could have said more.
Yeah. Because everything is still new to me. Yeah.
Me too, but I'm so talkative, so I guess So I'd like to welcome Majidah to our show and to the podcast. And she's really remarkable. She's only 20 years old, but she is running an organization, a group,
Yeah, a youth club.
And they call themselves
GirlUp BruGen.
GirlUp BruGen. Okay, and tell me again, how did this GirlUp BruGen form?
Actually, shout out to Farisa and Kesti. They actually like formed the club, which is last year. They just started last year. So it was founded by UN Foundation, and it's the first club in Brunei, the first girl up in Brunei.
So there's others around the world.
Around the world, yes.
Wow, that's amazing. And how come you guys know about this UN thing?
So basically, we just like the Grow Up itself is about empowering women, about self-care, mental health. So we want to bring it to Brunei. So that's how the Grow Up BruGen.
Oh my god, amazing! And it only just started.
Yeah, last year.
Yeah, and for yourself, you don't only just have GirlUp BruGen. You have something else that you're a part of. What is it called?
I'm also the member of Self-Care Support Network.
Wow, that's self-explanatory. What do you guys do there?
We actually like our motto is like self-care, self-care for life better. If I'm not mistaken, that's our motto.
Okay.
So basically, we provide outlets for and activities, empower the mental health to improve their life. Yeah, like that to improve their life better lah.
Their well-being,
for everything. Yeah,
be happier.
So like break the stigma of like, oh, it's okay if you feel like stressed, and don't worry, we provide you the self care. We can, yeah.
And your target audience is
Mostly women, young kids, teenagers, yeah.
Oh.
Also,
adults draw.
Adults draw, of course.
That's for self-care.
Self-care.
For the girl.
BruGen is only for girls and women.
Any age.
Any age.
Oh wow. Amazing. And what do you do in particular?
Usually for GirlUp BruGen, we last year during December we had a project called Glow Girl. We made a feature in Brunei Bulletin February. So basically we talk about also like domestic violence, also like, and then also like women in STEM, and then the leadership, everything. So that telling you that women is also can lead and also can work in STEM.
So for the people who don't quite get apa STEM in it.
Oh, it's actually like women who works in male-dominated field.
Right.
Yeah, so basically, you know, like how men is like, macam, hey, why is she doing here? It's like it's male-dominated.
Yeah.
So like, macam like we want to prove them wrong that we also can do it. And we also can do it, and we want to prove them wrong also.
Wow, prove them wrong. Oh, wow. How do you prove them wrong though?
Changing the mindset, like, oh, you shouldn't be downgrade us. You shouldn't look down on us. We also can do it.
Right. That's awesome. And how many people are in this group currently?
Okay, for the GirlUp BruGen, we only have like less than 20 actually.
The ones managing it or participating?
Participating, only like less than 20.
Okay, it's still new anyway, right?
It's still new.
And the self-care one?
Self-care one is like more than 90.
Yeah, that one is growing, huh?
That one is more growing, yeah.
Yeah, because I just saw the self-care IG this morning.
They
Couple of new
yeah,
members.
yeah.
Yeah. Wow. Where did you find them? How did they approach?
Actually, I find it. I saw. What is it? Self care by myself because I'm currently like, oh, I think people should know about like mental health in Brunei. So like, and then I stumbled upon the account. So I asked Miss Susie herself, like, oh, how to be the member, and then she told me like briefly about, oh, you can apply this from with the through the form and everything. So yeah, I did. That's how I became the member.
All right. So the young self care, you are what's your jawatan in that one?
Oh, I'm still the member.
A normal member lah.
Normal
You're
member.
not in charge of any
Yeah.
admin or whatever yet.
Yet. I don't know.
A lot to manage.
Yeah.
Kalau dua-dua.
Yeah.
Oh, that's amazing. So right now your focus is on which one?
Currently, for GirlUp BruGen, but more project is coming.
Are you allowed to share some of your project?
Since
Or
like
the coming one? Just
Yeah.
tell us about it.
so our new will coming soon, which is on Thursday, 13. For Healing Hearts 2025. It's about sharing spread awareness of going to counseling.
Oh, yes. That's when you were telling me about.
For school for students especially. Yeah.
Any age, any level?
Yeah.
So
which I'm telling them it's normal to go to counseling, not for big issues, but small issues is also fine go to counseling.
macam maintaining your well-being, your mind. Yeah. And what made you guys do this topic?
So basically, we were like, how do I say this? It's from my opinion that students, especially students, still like scared to go to counseling. But so they said, oh, if you go to counseling, usually for bigger stuff like
something really bad.
Really bad.
Yeah.
So like, but actually, if you go to counseling, it's also okay for chit chatting with to spill your unspoken words and even career path also, especially in school counselor.
Yeah, because if you're not sure, it's a bit getting anxious, especially when your friends seem to know what they're doing,
know where they're going after school, and you still don't know. It's okay to go to counselor actually.
Yeah. Like, oh, I'm gonna be left behind. No, this kind of thing, right? Yeah, that's true. And what have you discovered about students? Why don't they go to counseling?
But still, they're afraid. Like they're afraid that the counselor will judge them, and they're afraid like the counselor also like going to like tell their secret to others, and like to butcher lah their talk in the counseling room, and then everyone will know her macam from like suddenly approach her like, you from the counseling ka, apa dah something like that.
Are you okay? Baik ditanya if you're okay tapi macam kenapa kau fikir like that kind of
kanya okay kau kah kenapa kau counseling something like that.
Yeah, that's a bit daunting. Like orang pun macam kind of attack rasanya.
Oh yeah, it's like feel the pressure like I shouldn't go to and suddenly think like I shouldn't go there at the very first place. Like
people gonna ask me so many questions. So how should students face this?
So I think the students have to like macam take the risk. In my opinion, because the first time I go to counseling, I usually like very scared at first. Like
you've been to counseling?
I've been counseling at school many times.
Yeah.
Okay, so like at first, like I'm so scared. So scared. Like I'm like, oh, what if like the teacher will see me as the problem one?
Yeah.
Especially, I started to go to counseling ever since primary school rendah.
Seriously?
Yeah. It's
like what made you go though? How did it start?
It starts like, when they have also talk at school, like it's okay to go to counseling for anything. So I was like, it moved me like, it's okay lah. But then when I asked the permission to the teacher, she said, "Bumasalah ko ni." So that's why I was like, is it like because like actually the reason why I'm going to counseling is for like PSR. For PSR, like how to maintain a good grades without feeling stressed and everything. Yeah. But when I asked the permission from my teachers at the time, she asked like, "Bumasalah ko ni." So I was like very much
oh wow, instant judge.
Yeah, I was like, is it really bad to go to counseling? That's why like
sounds scary, like negative.
Yeah. So that's why I was like, after asking that, I stopped going to counseling during primary school, and then continued during secondary school, which is in year 9. I started to go to
So
counseling
masa
again.
masa primary jadi tak? You
Yeah,
actually
yeah,
made
jadi. Yeah, yeah.
one appointment?
Two.
Oh, you did go.
Yeah, I did go because like, probably like, I don't really care because I
Yeah.
have like this, I don't care what other people say.
Wow.
I'm doing my way.
Matuta. What year was that?
I was
remember?
in year 5. The
Ah,
first time is in year 5, and then the second time I go is in year 6.
oh, that's good.
Yeah.
And what was your experience like?
So my experience, like, it's very calm actually.
Mm.
It's very calm. I still remember how it goes until now, how the session goes, because it's really go well for me. It went really well.
Alhamdulillah. Wow.
And after I asked that, I really got a good grade after going there. Yeah.
Alhamdulillah. But you only went to talk about your grades, or did it develop into more conversation about your life or anything?
Yeah. It's just like, at first I went there for my academic. Like,
Mm.
I keep failing this subject. How to improve it? Do you have any tips how to improve it? Because like, I don't want to feel stressed at such a young age. I want to study hard, but like, not to put a pressure on myself.
Crazy. Yeah.
Yeah. And then I said, and then the teacher like give me advice. The counselor give me advice and everything. So I slowly like take a note, and I keep that in mind until year 6.
Oh, that's wonderful. That's a good counselor.
Mm.
Can we know the name of the counselor who's so amazing to help you?
Wait, let me. Oh, shout out to teacher Susanna. Susanna, I think, yeah, something Susanna.
Oh wow, what
She,
school is it?
she during my high primary school, she worked at Sekolah Rendah Songkorong, and then when I start secondary school, she moved there also.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so basically, when I know that she also moved to my secondary school, I immediately go to her.
And then she's like, oh, you again. Oh, that's wonderful. No, sometimes kalau sudah ngam that counselor, you want to just see that
Yeah, I
counselor.
want to see her like.
Yeah, kena start over tu lagi with a new counselor, stress lagi. And alam tentu it will match. So for listeners, sometimes you get really lucky and you find a very suitable counselor for you. But there are times that you may not get a counselor that matches you.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean it doesn't work. That's what I want people to understand. Like, kadang andangnya the personality, probably in the matching, but you have every right to find another counselor. That's the main thing. Don't give up. Yeah, you've been so fortunate. Wow. Well done, Chico. Okay, great. And so, secondary, what were you now going in for? Just maintenance or?
At first, like, actually, during year 9, so it was a very sudden change. I got bullied in year 9 a lot.
What?
Not
How
really.
old were you? 7, 8,
Year 9, I think I was like started to like 14, 15, like something like that. So like, not really bullied lah, because I think like people, the classmates were not really accept me, because probably I'm too quiet, because I was from like top class, and then I went to like art stream. So like, a sudden change, everything's changed. Like, for me, like, so the classmate is different, right? So like, it's sudden change for me. Like, I don't really like a sudden change. Like, everything's changed. I thought it's not my cup of tea.
Yeah.
Like, the first in year 9, it's not really I got bullied lah, because like, how do I say this? It's just like, I'm not really comfortable yet with the classmates. So like,
they're not comfortable with you as well.
Yeah. But like, I get that they're trying to be friendly as well. So I was like, but I'm still like adjusting during that time. So I went to counselor. Like, like, I told her about it. I don't feel comfortable with my classmates and everything. That's why I stayed quiet though during the year 9, the whole year.
Oh, but dia tak kamu cakap.
I only talked to several friends saja. Ataupun still girls.
Right.
And only like during if ada macam group and other lelaki, I always like told my friends, and then, can you tell him about this and this? Yeah, I was like,
you're kind of shy then.
Back then, I'm still kind of shy, and then still adjusting the environment.
But you felt it was very bad
Yeah, for me, it is
It
bad.
was major,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, because it was during 2020 as well. So the COVID hit.
Baru back to school lah.
No, at first, like the first year,
Hmm.
still go to school, right? And then in the middle, then COVID hit. So we
Uh-huh.
went back to we went online school,
Mhm.
which is really bad because I didn't get to like know the classmate well, right? So like I just still like, oh, they still think I'm the weird one here.
Aww.
I'm still not able to interact with others.
Yeah,
well.
Oh, I'm sure a lot of people experience that actually.
So
So it was a tough
adjusting.
time. It
Yeah,
was
it was a tough time for me.
Yeah. And so, what did your counselor advise you?
She said like, oh, you need someone to talk. You don't have to like compile it your feelings. Like, you don't bottle up your feelings. You need someone to talk. Uh, just like don't talk to yourself, because I personally always talk to myself.
Oh, okay.
Like, because like, you know, sometimes like if I'm stressed out, I always talk to myself. Even to wall, I talk to myself. Like, sometimes I practice like how to talk to other people by talking to myself.
Isn't that good?
Yeah, it is good, but like to consider like, oh, just don't talk to yourself.
Depends kali apa yang you talking itu. Yang negatif menjadi kali ya.
Something like that. So that she gave me this journal book.
Okay.
And she told me like, this is my gift for you.
Oh, that's nice.
Like, oh, you write everything lah, everything you feel, and then once we have another meet, you can give it to me, and then I can check how your week been, something like that. Yeah.
And you were consistent. You did it.
Yeah.
How did it help?
It helped me like sometimes it distracts me, so I can draw in the journal. Yeah, anything. Yeah.
So, and did you discover anything about yourself?
Yeah. Actually, like, oh, I'm actually very talkative, but like, I still don't have the courage to talk to other people back then, because I'm still young, and I'm still like, suddenly the COVID hit, and then after the COVID hit, we go back to school, kan? Which is on 2021. We go back to school. I still awkward with my classmate. Awkward with my classmate.
Yeah.
So like, I just like, oh, but like, you know what? I just like don't care. Let's be friendly more. And then that time when I tried to be friendly, they were like shocked. They were like shocked.
What is this? Who are you now?
It's like, since when she's like this? Yeah, I was like, oh, but like I don't really. I just want to make my secondary school memorable. So like I just like, oh, I don't really care what other people think. Like, I just want to like, oh, be friendly more.
You want to do it for you, right?
I want to do it for myself.
Yeah, I think that is very important for students who are in their, how old were you at that time? 16 left?
16,
17?
Yeah.
Yeah, there will be awkward moments, but it's going to be your choice.
Yeah, it's going to be your choice.
How you will be.
Yeah.
Right? I always tell my son that, like, this is a time you can actually be whatever you want to be, however you like. It's going to be up to you. Iya, anda percaya because it's mamanya bercakap. Kalau orang lain kali ya. But I believe that, it's gonna be up to you. If you had decided, I'll just keep quiet.
And until, it's just like you need to take the risk.
Yeah, I mean, what's the worst that can happen?
Yeah.
What's the worst? Someone say, I don't like you.
Yeah.
So what?
People don't like whatever. It's just
like, who cares?
Who cares anyway?
Right. Yeah, I know, right? But I'm only saying this because I have a feeling like when I was that age, banyak pikir pulang. Macam takut Macam like you don't want to care yet you care.
Yeah, it's just like a teenage phase.
Yeah, it's so confusing.
Yeah, right? It's like you're slowly like getting older, like growing up into adulthood, but like you still like don't know what to do, right? You still like macam bimbang rasanya.
My God, yeah. And masa ni lagi the social media and all sorts of things. I find it's a bit more challenging these days. You make one wrong move.
Yeah, and then everyone will
can know.
Everyone like will like make you viral. Usually viral and attack you and everything.
It's a different level of stress.
Yeah, cyberbullying as well. Yeah,
that's crazy. Like during my time, another kind of thing. At the point, it was stressful. Like worrynya macam mana. But I think also the worry is out of control because you have no one to refer to.
Yeah.
Like there's no outward sharing. Like no one's open ba. So there's pros and cons je social media ni. Ada je kebaikannya.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then so now you changed. You were
Yeah, I changed.
happier. 17, 18, you were good.
Yeah, and year 11 is the most happiest because like I get to like be friends with my classmates, and I started to
Wow.
like talk more and then present more, and I'm in debate club also during in year
Wow.
11.
Awesome. And your teachers, you were still counseling at that time or you stopped? Masih?
Masih.
How often would you go?
Before the COVID hit, I usually go like a week, like twice.
Prabestra.
Yeah, just like because like I need to like because that during time I'm still bimbang, right? So I need to like ask her like, is it okay if I go this? If is it okay if I make this choice? I still like bimbang, right? And if I want to like talk to with my friends, they will probably not understand lah.
Yeah, yeah.
So like I just
'Cause
like
they have the same issues.
yeah. So
Correct.
basically like if I go tell them, probably they will see me macam apa kan ini? Jauh ini. So like that's why I go to the counseling. Like, is it okay if I go to do this? Is it okay if I take this instead of this? Instead of like this and that.
You're just looking for that reassurance and what would your counselor always tell you?
She always reassure me like, oh, if you want to take it, just do it. It's like, don't care what people say lah. Just something like that.
That's cool. She helped you a lot.
She helped me a lot.
And can I just ask, how about your parents?
My parents?
Did you not get that kind of support through your parents? That's why you really needed this counselor, or?
My parents still have this macam old people mindset lah. So like I'm like, oh, my kids are okay. She's just nada tu
Okay lah.
ya ngalih belajar saja tu nada tu.
That's what it looks like.
Yeah, but actually like I'm still like macam I don't know what to do. I'm stressed about this. I'm stressed about my future.
The struggle is real, right? It's major.
So like I still like not only my parents. I feel like everyone's parents at that time still have that mindset.
Macam they can't believe you're so young. Why would you have these troubles?
Yeah. Kau ni muda je masih apa kan dipikirkan something like that.
Muda-mudanya sudah tercemani. Oh my god, so annoying. Yeah, really.
Yeah, that's why I very like not really. If I go to counseling that one time, I told my parents and then stop, and then I'm not gonna tell anyone I'm going to counseling ever again.
Wow.
Except for my close friend lah. I told them that I go to counseling.
Yeah, I mean like you're right. Pwede aja kan begitu. If you already know what the response is gonna be, of course the reaction would be like the response is no need like this, right? So it's good you continued. Some people would give up and say, okay lah, jangan tak
jangan, because like they're like benar je macam like they still like trust their parents kan macam like if mama cakap ndak boleh jangan kali benar je still like that.
Macam the impression of counseling now becomes like really unnecessary. It's bad, and why should I be going there? Macam confused pulang lah. Why am I going if actually I'm fine according to them?
Yeah. But actually, if you don't, not only for big issues lah, if you go to counseling, for smallest issue, also you can
like
go.
Friendship issues atau like I don't know, I feel awkward. It's true, it's good you talk because I would have liked to talk to a counselor. I think dulu, kayaknya back then dia je kan terfikirkan jumpa counselor.
Yeah, I even talk about my cat to my counselor.
Apa your cat?
My cat. Yeah, that's how close we are. Even about my cat, about my grades, and then about my friend group. I told her everything so that it eased my mind.
Yeah, and probably you needed that because you couldn't really talk to anyone else about it.
So probably I'm scared of judgment that time. Like if aku gitu iya, karang iya ucap aku macam balik-balik je cerita. Over react lah.
Luan.
Nah, for real. So like that's why I'm like if I want to talk to others, I usually like double think macam like pikir balik-balik dulu lah. Then after that, you know what? Let's go to the counselor saja lah.
Yeah. And plus, some friends really don't want to deal with your issues. Bukannya ya counselor, you know, like
I also have my issues. Why you have to listen to them? They have
tell it to someone who cares, please. Gitu lah. Like aku pun crack ni masa ni, right? Yeah, and I don't know. I remember in the past, we know people who have issues kan. Kalau orang kan bercerita pun jadi gossip lah.
Yeah.
You know,
it's like I told friend A, and then friend A told the friend B, friend B told the friend C. So it spreads out.
Everybody knows some kind of version of what you're going through, and it's bad. It's always
Mhm.
bad. You know,
Mm-hmm.
who wants that?
Yeah, so that's why I was like, even though they say like, "Ay, jangan kita orang ah," but like they still, yeah.
I won't tell anyone you know right now.
Mhm.
Later I will.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's hard.
It makes you like having trust issues lang wah.
Benar-benar. Like bolehnya. Tapi yeah, it's a good move to see a counselor, and you're lucky because you knew this counselor already. Ngam sudah wah.
Yeah.
Very compatible. So I would say to everybody, just hold out to find that compatible counselor. It will help you a lot. It actually really, really will. Yeah. So right now you're 20. What did you did A levels then?
No, I did all levels. I had gap year.
Okay. Oh, nice. And what did you spend doing?
I spent doing volunteering and do helping my family's business.
Okay. And you enjoyed that?
Yeah, kind of, but like still stressed lah because I have to deal with people. You know, if you're in business, especially like F&B, food and beverages, you'll deal with questionable people.
Oh.
Yeah.
Anda lihat tak?
Yeah, yeah, for me I was like, is this people real? Like, do they hear themselves like before asking me? So, but like I stay silent. It's just like layan dorang lah.
It's good training for you. Terus to do that business. So currently you're still doing that?
I'm currently focusing on volunteering lah saja.
Do you have any plans to go back to school? When is that?
For inshallah in April actually.
You want to start? What are you doing?
I'm taking a multimedia.
I really right now because I do podcast kan. Multimedia is so berguna bagiku. We need a lot of people who know how to do this stuff. You know, it gets the message out a lot. All this multimedia. Kalau nak pandai, stress je.
Yeah.
Man, I've been stressed doing this podcast. It's easy for me. Anyway, but awesome, very good. And this is something you could probably apply to your girl up.
Yeah.
Kan? What's the plan?
Oh, my plan to
with the school when you do your multimedia and your
actually I'm taking diploma in multimedia so that I can take bachelor in journalism.
Oh, wow. And
focus on volunteering while I'm studying so that I gain experience and improve my public speaking so that I'm not stuttering.
Yeah. Oh. Well done. That is so good. And I like the sound of you taking a gap year. What made you decide to do that?
At first, I'm taking a gap year for break. I actually want to break because I had stress enough during secondary school. So you know what? I'm taking a break. And then while at it, I want to rethink about my career path. Because at first I want to be this, but then suddenly when I look at my result it's not aligned with what I want. So I need to rethink it. So I try to join more volunteer and ask about and do research about courses, major, uni and everything so that I know what I want.
Right. No rush lah.
No rushing because I don't really like rushing.
Yeah, who likes it? Nobody. But what did your parents say?
My parents
were they on board or were they like apa ni? Apa bilang rehat-rehat?
Actually, they supported because you had enough lah during secondary school because during secondary school I take a lot of extracurriculum as well.
Oh, active. Oh, with all your debate, all this. Oh, your club, this and that. Oh. So 1 year off.
1 year off, yeah.
How are you feeling?
1 year off. At first, suddenly it hit me boring juga di rumahan ya. That's why I started to find more volunteering, and then I asked my family can I help with the business? Macam I can help kerja juga. So that's why that's how I fill my time.
Okay, that's brilliant. I think that's really good because I'm just reflecting back my time. I've just felt so pressured to get on with it. Wah, habiskan nih the whole education, the terus next. You know, kadang especially if you don't know what you want. Like you, but you know what you want. You're just refining what you want. Like me,
I just like
had
need to
no
like
clue.
susun my jalan to like so that it's
Sort your brain
smooth.
out,
Yeah.
right? Maybe macam mana kalau you tak mau kan
Yeah.
you gotta wind it slowly. Yeah, I get what you mean. I think that's something that should be encouraged sebenarnya. Kalau the individual, the child, is not yet prepared or really needs a break. Biar rehat sama je
Don't pressure
ceritanya.
them. Don't pressure them.
Yeah, sama je ceritanya betul. Nanti when you get back on track, aja graduate sama aja.
Yeah. If you like macam like if you feel tired, it's okay to take a break. It's okay. Instead of like ujung-ujungnya you guys kinda burn out and drain.
Crash and burn.
It's okay to take a break actually.
That is right. And how do you get this idea?
Usually, I also listen to a lot of podcasts, especially self-care podcasts on YouTube and on Spotify as well. It's like every time like I'm getting ready or before sleep, I always listen to podcasts like, oh, it's okay, take a deep breath. It's okay to take a break slowly. It's not the end of the world.
Yeah, it isn't the end of the world. You're like the best person to run self-care, club and all this. Why not? Because some people don't know how to relax. Don't understand that they need to stop for a minute because they're human. Kadang don't think you're a machine. And there's always that guilt of resting. Like, ano ko dapat rehat? Yeah.
Especially with the student nowadays, kan, they're like macam like, oh, you know what, the term of they're using right now, like, you know what, I'm going to lock in, as if like lock in, like as if like, oh, I'm going to do this until I finish everything.
Wow.
It's like I'm not getting any rest. I'm going to lock in.
Lock in to. I think during our time it was called burning the midnight oil. Malam tengah buta apa ni. I don't know, some people it works. Some people can do that. But a lot of people just cannot. Shouldn't.
Yeah. Other people like different people like have different self-care, different
capabilities yang lain. Yeah. So when you decided to take that break, how did you tell your parents?
I told my parents like, anulah, ani aku rehat dulu boleh kah? I asked like macam like slowly like.
Question dulu.
My dad was like, oh, boleh, mana saja asal sambung belajar. That's what he said. Asal sambung
berhenti habis.
Asal sambung belajar, you get a good career. Then whatever you do, you go lah.
That's nice. They trust you.
They trust me. So like, asal sambung belajar mana saja tah.
Oh, that's so nice. I think that's an important point, Ja. When you know that your parents can trust you in your decisions, you build that confidence within you, kan? As opposed to macam, kan bapa kan, kalau dapat whatever. Some parents do that. Like, they don't trust their kids, ba. Macam, I don't trust he or she is gonna make the right decision. That's hard. Yeah. That's awesome. Your parents are really cool. Can I know how old they are?
Oh, my dad is 76. He passed away last year. And my mom is around almost 60. Yeah.
Okay. So she's now allowing you to continue to do whatever you like.
Asal I continue my studies.
That's great. And your journalism degree? Where would you like to do that? Kalau boleh, kalau anywhere.
If I'm allowed to dream, I would like go to NYU.
NYU, US.
Yeah.
Allah, are you sure?
I was just thinking like, is it? I'm actually like searching about good university for journalism. So like NYU is on the list, right? So like, is it okay if I go here? But like, if it's too far, I'm just gonna stay in Brunei.
Big difference. Di Brunei apa kosnya? Have you looked into that?
If in UBD I haven't searched. I usually search like overseas punya pulang, mostly overseas.
Well, anything's possible. Really.
If I know how to like align my career, then I'm sure I can be.
Inshallah, yeah. I mean, hearing what you talk about now, the way you express yourself, and the enthusiasm, I can see it. Oh, that's excellent. And so your girl BruGen
Huh?
girl up BruGen. Oh, so long. Girl up
BruGen.
BruGen. Okay, I must remember this. So, what are the plans for this group?
Oh, we just like want to like spread awareness also about mental health, especially for women. We have more projects coming soon
Ah.
for the next months.
What's the vision though? Do you want to grow it to become anything in particular? Did you have that
Hmm,
vision in mind?
I'm not sure about
I mean, if you
that.
can dream,
Yeah,
right? What would you like?
we want to like people know about this club, that we want to like everyone to see us like macam, oh, they're like the one, we want to feel the woman like it's see us as a safe place.
Mm. So let's say I'm a student.
Uh-huh.
Let's say a student overseas,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm struggling. I don't know who to trust. Let's say I can't talk to anyone.
Mm-hmm.
Can this person contact your site, your DMs?
Kalau if girl up BruGen, I don't think so, but for self care, yeah, maybe.
Ah, okay. So they will contact self care,
Yeah.
and then what will they do?
They will actually like provide you, since Miss Suzy like also master in counselor as well.
Mhm.
So she will provide you any help lah. She will give you guidance and everything.
Is there a fee or?
I'm not really sure. I haven't asked her
Okay,
anything
okay,
like that.
okay. So you can we can just check. Go to the
Mhm.
IG. I think they're active on IG, right?
Yeah, they also like have a lot of projects as well.
Tapi for your one is more your girl up region, and they are more into spreading awareness and giving talk.
Spread awareness and giving talks, yeah. And then we do more project. The last time, I think before Glow Girl, we do Kongsi Kasih, which is for the previous member. They do during puasa. They make bubur and then share it to they distribute to mosque.
Okay. And does it come with a message or just
Yeah, with a message as well. So like they give they distribute to all the mosques for people to buka puasa.
Oh, that's nice. And the budget comes from where?
From us and fundraising lah.
Ada je fundraising. How do you do your fundraiser?
I think it was last year. I'm not the member yet last year, but like I've seen the project kind. They do fundraising by making cookies for Palestinians, and so that for the rest of the money they will donate it, and for also for the project as well. If I'm not
Berbagi
mistaken.
lah, berbagi.
Mm-hmm.
And where do you sell it normally?
The last time, if I'm not mistaken, they sell it the one yang arah depan LCB.
Apa else in it? Like
Laksamana College, yeah.
in GirlUp. Oh, that's a good area. Okay, very nice. You're creative. Very active.
Yeah, and actually, the founder is only like, if I'm not mistaken, she's born in 2007. The founder, 2007.
How old is that?
18, just turned 18 this year. Yeah.
Wow, that's amazing, guys. That's like really team effort.
Mm-hmm.
Steady juang. Wow, I'm impressed. I'm really blown away, okay? Because at 17, nada ko mikirkan barang macam mana ni. Like, malas na tinggal. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Wah, steady ka man eh. And what inspires you?
It's just like, oh, we want to see like no, like a lot of women in Brunei struggles a lot, right? So like we want to like to let them know that it's okay to feel that way, and we want you to see us as a safe place.
As simple as
yeah.
And if you are inspired to do this, but because why exactly? Anything happened?
Me joining the other. Actually, same thing as that, because like I really cherish women well-being. So, like I really want to like I still like want to tell them like women is also powerful, women is also strong, so that's why I joined them.
You don't have any feelings like, oh, I feel so weak.
No. I want to like tell them like, oh, Girl Up BruGen is actually for like to empowering women around the world, and we're the first one in Brunei, so we want to empowering women in Brunei.
Sounds really good. So when you went to the event in Radisson regarding domestic violence, what did you feel?
I feel like at first, like it was very new to me since I'm the representative, right? So it was very new to me.
I think you're one of the youngest kali to,
Yeah, yeah.
You were, yeah.
I was like very confused at first, like, oh, where do I sit? And at first, like, I thought there will be someone who will accompany me, but turns out I was alone. So, like, I was like, you know what? See this as an opportunity for me to interact with new people, to socialize, and then learn new things. So, like, yeah, you know what? Let's take it.
Yeah.
And then I went there, and then at first, like, oh, everything is like, oh, lots of good career people are there. I see like lawyers, police, and also like what is it? The counselor and everything like there. I was like, wow, a lot of good people here. So I feel like, oh, I should like talk to them. But like, I'm still like, I don't talk a lot during that time.
Yeah. But you did talk to that lady sitting next to you.
Mm-hmm.
She's a counselor in Japan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We talk.
She was one of my mentors when I was doing my masters. She's a lot of information she will share. So she was like that.
Yeah, we talk and then when other people ask me like, oh, how old you are? I was like, oh, 20. Muda juga. So like people like still say, oh, they compliment me like, bagus nih. We should like macam let other young people to join like this event.
I agree. Because kadang if you're already berumur, there were quite a few seniors there, right? They have also been on this path, trying to raise awareness, and obviously they get stuck along the way because back then it's not big, you know, mental health apa ni, hindi berapa kena pandang. So sometimes they get stuck in that feeling, so it becomes like they support, but ada je that reservation like dapat kena, because they're so used to being turned down, ba. So when like people like yourself, you don't see that yet. You know, you don't see that. Macam apa kan what's the big deal? Let's go. Macam tu. Dorang kadang let's go tapi tunggu. Boleh kan you know, like can approve kan you know, this kind of thing. But for you, what I'm seeing is more like I see it. There's no reason why we can't. Bah on. Macam tu.
Yeah. It's like, oh, probably this is what Allah gives me to experience new things. That's why I was like, you know what? Let's take it. I want to experience new things and then get anything I want. Much like I want to like gain new knowledge, especially with the talk, with the slides. I read it all. I even take a picture and I read it all at home.
Wow.
And then when I look at I think it was like the second session where they showed how to defend yourself. I was like very laser focused, like, oh, that's how you do it.
Yeah, the apa namanya self defense, right? Yeah, that was fun to watch, but I don't know if I could do that.
Yeah,
but they said you can use your voice, right? If you're in danger, women can scream, really, really loud. That's the only thing I took on board. Like, so okay, pandai.
Yeah,
I will scream in your ear. But yeah, it's very important to be able to defend yourself. And do you remember meeting anyone impactful to you during the event? Do you remember?
Other than you, of course. And I never get her name, but she wasn't sitting next to me, and then she asked me a lot of questions. And then
at a round table ito. Yang Japan to.
Yeah, she's the one yang from Wanita Ijazah something ato. Sit next to me. She asked me a lot of questions. She's very soft spoken to me, and then she like, ani apa di sini? Ani kita lai apa di who you representative? At first, like I was scared because like I'm not. At first, like I was still scared, like because like I still have like I don't know how to say it in formal bahasa Melayu. So I was like, I stayed silent. So then when she asked me in English, I was like, oh, thank God. Because like I don't know how to like arrange word in formal bahasa Melayu to sound like polite.
Yeah.
Because if I say it in Brunei, it might sounds rude, So like I just like stay silent how to break it this to her, and then she asked me in English. I was like, oh, then I answer her.
If I'm not mistaken, that's Haja Bibi. One Haja Bibi. She's awesome. she's really awesome. Yeah, that's the one yang mentoring me in the
Mm.
past. Adalah, she played a part in my building my career in counseling. So yeah, she's good, and you learn on the spot. You learn
Yeah.
something from her, right?
Yeah, I learned a lot during that event.
Yeah, I love that event. It was good. I just didn't expect there would be a lot of brainstorming
Yeah.
towards the end.
Yeah, especially during brainstorming, I don't know if my ideas is relevant or not. So I just like, is it okay if I say this? Is it okay if I say that?
You were talking in your head.
Yeah. That's why I stay silent. Like, is it okay if I say this? Is it okay if I say
Yeah,
that?
you were stunned. You were like, so like.
So and
you were
everything
like-
happened so fast with the limited time.
Oh,
I was like, I'm still processing with the first point,
I know,
and then
right?
everyone's still already writing. I was like,
Aku
what?
macam, aku lagi bangang.
Yeah,
'Cause-
what is happening? What is happening? I'm staring at the paper and then still reading the first point, and then they
Yeah.
already came up with lots of points. I was like, how do you do that? In my head, like, how do you do that? How do you come up with that so fast?
Yeah, I think because our table we had the police
Mm-hmm.
and a retired lawyer, and it was me and somebody else. I remember. Yeah, because they deal with this stuff every day.
Yeah.
So the police lah, itu orang banyak idea how to know what they're
Yeah.
saying. I mean the code.
Yeah.
We just know okay, domestic violence. What is it? Yes,
Yeah.
but we don't know how these cases
Mm-hmm.
happen. It was fun to hear. Actually.
Yeah, it's fun to hear their opinion, their ideas. It was like, wow, it's just like I don't know how you came up with that. It's like, oh, your brain works so fast. It's like I want to have mindset like that.
Brain.
Yeah.
I think you will get it. You're getting there. No, bertahun-tahun saya kerja. So you've not got a job yet, right? You're doing your family business baru kan?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Where would you like to work?
I'm thinking like if I'm more like want to focus on media work, like focusing on media career path lah. Related like if it's a broadcasting or advertising or even media journalism, I'm okay with that.
Okay. How about RTV?
Oh sure. My mom once mentioned like you can work whatever you want, but if it's like kerajaan, that will be good.
Still a good choice to go
Yeah.
kerajaan. Okay, RTV, please have your eyes on Majidah. I think she's a good one. If I am not mistaken. if I see correctly, will be very useful and very dynamic in how you think. I love it. I love it. And anything else you want to share? Any advice you have for young people out there, students who are feeling down?
For the students, if you're feeling a bit down, it's okay to take a break. Actually, especially like this is how I study. I usually studied so hard. I turned to like study from 8 until 3. I usually do that, but at the end,
8 to 3 morning lah.
yeah, morning,
Okay.
morning,
Afternoon.
yeah, afternoon. But sometimes if during weekend. But if it's like on school days, I usually started at 8 a.m. and until 12 a.m. saja.
Okay.
And that's how I study. But like I usually after I study so hard, I always reward myself.
What?
Self rewarding.
A reward, yes. How?
I was like I work so hard. I deserve for example I deserve gongcha. I study so hard. Every time I'm very impulsive when it comes to buying. So that's why I need to work hard to get it.
You feel better, Joa.
Yeah.
When you get that.
Yeah, I was like, instead of like, I'm being impulsive, like, nyasal balian ni, habis duitku. I tend to work hard instead. So like, when I got it, I feel like, all the hard work is worth it.
Like, yeah. Like, that's so good. And then what else? Any other tips on how to, get through life? Get through life. Jangan.
I usually, if you watch Legally Blonde, is about do you watch it?
Of course.
Yeah. That's how I set my mindset, like Elwood's.
Yeah.
That's how I said.
I love that movie.
Yeah,
seriously.
I rewatch it all the time. That's how I set my mindset. Take a multiple practice test and then take care of yourself. Prove other people wrong.
Multiple practice tests.
Yeah, it's like what is it called? Practice what you're doing or what you're focused on. Especially when I studied, I always take a practice. But for example, if I don't know how to get this topic, I usually practice
Repeat.
Yeah, repeating all the time until I really got it without calculators, without any.
thinking.
Yeah, it's just
Yeah.
like every time I see the question, if I know how to do it, then yes, and then I try to not to use calculators most of the time, so that I use fingers and my mind lah macam berfikir dalam otak.
Oh, you like math?
Not really lah, but like but I do that especially with maths lah. Because I sometimes struggles with numbers.
Yeah, me too. Elle Woods, huh? Is that your idol? Is that your inspiration?
Yeah.
See, it came from somewhere. That's good. That's really good. How about voice?
Boys?
Nakon Elle Woods strong pikirkan.
Oh, I
nothing wrong
don't.
with that, but
Nothing wrong actually with that, but like, currently if you watch that society, I don't know how. Yeah.
Dead Poet Society.
Yeah. If you watch that, yeah, it's good actually. It's also
a good
good.
movie. Yeah, it's a really old movie.
Hmm.
Wow. So yeah, how did you find that movie?
I'm actually a big cinephile. Like I watch a lot of movies.
Is it on Netflix? Masa ni dah keluar?
No,
Oh.
Netflix always like remove lots of movies.
Yeah. Okay, boys, my boys out there. I have sons. 3 sons.
Oh.
Teenagers. So watch that. I think we should sit down and watch that movie together. You know, Dead Poet Society. That's a good one. All right, that's really awesome advice and easy to follow as well. Huh? Okay, well, that's awesome. Okay, anything else?
It's nothing. So I don't really have in mind, but like, just I want to remind to every students out there that it's okay to take a break. Actually,
That's the main thing.
mindset. You need to have that in your mindset. Like it's okay to take a break. It's okay to do it slowly.
I know. How about the ones yang luan take a break? Atau how dia sadarkan diri?
It's like it depends on people lah. If you really sometimes people like work study for like 10 minutes and have a break for 1 hour. It's like you need to like distract yourself. You need to like macam paksakan diri atau.
Yeah, snap out of it. Get back to work.
Yeah, get back to work. You have to like put your phone away. You have to like you have
your phone away.
You have to like macam like you don't want to lots of consequences if you don't study well. You have to think that you don't want to end up being like this and that. So you have to like majal like you have to paksakan diri atau. You have to force yourself.
Yeah, I always tell my sons, slap yourself. Snap out of it. Get back to work. Yeah, so there's two now. One, the student that overstudies doesn't know when to stop. For you, know how to stop. Take a break.
Yeah, limit yourself.
Have that boundaries. Have those limitations. And then for the ones that don't know how to get back to work, luan suka relax. Atau snap out of it, get back to work.
Yeah.
Balance is what we're talking about, right? Okay, well, okay, I think that's about it for today. And thank you, Majidah, for all your wisdom. Even at 20 years old, I would say really wise.
Oh,
really wise. Young adult, yeah, bukan teenager, young adult.
Yeah.
And I'm so amazed by you. That even at 20, you have such insight. You already know what you want. You have direction. You're not afraid. Alright guys, I'm gonna call you back again nanti as you progress and see, what other new things you've learned in life. And you have a boyfriend? Sorry, I was about to ask. Is it a secret?
Oh.
But you're seeing someone?
Yeah.
It's complete. No, I'm kidding. Alright guys, thanks for tuning in and see you in the next one. Bye.